this is our missing month. So our last vlog is just as we arrive in Cambridge, and then the one that's coming next week is us going to France for Eleanor's birthday. There's a big jump there, and I thought that I might just go through the things that we were up to in our first month, and maybe even sort of touching on why we didn't really vlog or talk too much in that month. We moved to Cambridge. We have been here now for about 6 weeks. We really like it. It's a really nice town. We own bikes now, and that's our mode of transportation, and we walk everywhere, and it's really lovely, and we're really enjoying it so far. When we first arrived, we had nothing. I want to do like an apartment tour sort of a thing so everyone understands where we live. When we first got here, it took 2 days or 1 day or something before we even got our mattress. So we slept on an air mattress for the first 2 nights. We had a bit of a panic when we got here and realized that we didn't have anything and we were gonna have to sleep somehow. We had a bit of a panic run into town and bought a few things. So we got like really basic pots and pans, frying pan, utensil things, bought mattress to sleep on, and we kind of like roughed it. It was like camping. It was kind of cool. We ate out of our frying pan with like those, you know, your big spoons. These bad boys. These were our utensils for like 3 days. We did that for the first couple of days and we roughed it. That's the first time that we've ever had to sort of, I don't know, like we've never sort of been without, or if we wanted something, it wasn't that difficult to go and grab, and we've always been quite good with our savings and so forth. So it was a really difficult experience, and I think that's the main reason that we didn't really vlog in that first month. It was chaotic for us and by our standards, and it was a real learning curve. It was great, and I'm really glad that we did it, and it's brought such a new perspective to us on how to live. That's tough, you know. That was our first month. It was just learning that we had to sleep on an air mattress, eat out of a frying pan, and sit on the floor for like 2 weeks. So we didn't get our dining table for like the first couple of weeks. We constructed our tables and chairs. I was so excited to get our dining table. I put our legs on like the outside of the table, not the inside of the table. Classic SWAVES. Ugh. Trying to film, and the weekly shop arrives. First thing I did in our first maybe week or 2 weeks was suss out the coffee shops. So I found a really, really great one. It's called Bold Brothers. If you're ever in Cambridge, I highly recommend it. It's the first coffee shop I've found, even when we were in London, that I think is the closest to what it's like at home. That's a pretty good thing. Eric started his job, which was great. I think he started like the second day we got here, so he didn't have much of a break. Whereas I still don't have a job, which sucks, but hopefully that's about to change. I've just sort of had to sort of suffer in my jocks a bit, and just had to have learnt to just sort of stay home and be okay with that for the time being. After I think about the first week or 2 of being here, we went back to London and we went to Chelsea in Bloom. My background is a florist. I'm fully qualified and was doing floristry at home. So what a better place to go to, right? So I'll pop that in now. Good morning, everybody. Guess what I'm doing today with Eric?
Hello.
But mainly me. I'm very excited. I like the en masse. I think that's where my vibes are. There's so many Gerberas and status. This is where we want to come live. Hey, what do you
Pretty
reckon?
nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice area.
We'll do it for a little bit, you know, until we get bored and we go somewhere else. La-dee-da. La-dee-da?
La-di-da.
La-dee-da.
I'm more interested in the streets down here.
I live here.
It feels like one of your typical English movie streets.
It does.
Oh yeah, it's very upper class.
Upper class. Look at that. That honestly looks like it's from a movie. Crazy. Even the trees. Putney Bridge. It was honestly the best. I had so much fun walking around London and checking out all those amazing installations. My fave, like I said, was definitely the cotton. It was really nice, and I really liked the white color scheme. That definitely floats my boat. Pretty much every other weekend we've been here, I've had quite a fair bit of time on my own. So I've done a lot of walking around, just exploring all by myself, sussing out shops and sort of what people are doing here. Oh my gosh. So the other really amazing thing that we have been able to do since we've been here has been the World Cup. I've always thought it was nice and great and all the rest of it, but at home you have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch a game. The majority of them are, midday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or a 7 o'clock kickoff. We've been able to go to the pub. I've been able to go to the pub in England, have a beer, and watch the World Cup. When we imagined what England would be like, I have to say that's exactly what I pictured in my head. The cobblestoney floors, having a beer, chilling out with everyone. Everyone's just really friendly in those types of atmospheres, and it's been such an amazing time. We've had so much fun doing that. So this is majority of the last month. Then there was France, and then there's maybe 2 weeks since we've been back. Because we're in Cambridge and we're quite close to town, we discovered the world of Amazon and bought bikes. So mine is a really cute bike. It's very heavy, but it's a great bike. It has a little basket in the front. So we've done quite a few trips in and out of town in that. And that's been really good. Eric's just got a fixie, just a nice standard fixie to get him in and out of town. So that's been our mode of transport now. So we either walk everywhere or we ride. That's been the missing month. I definitely have found it to be kind of hard up until the last couple of weeks, sort of before we went to France. In that little period, it was quite difficult for me because I was completely on my own when Eric was at work. I couldn't go out and do anything, and that's really hard for me. I'm a big people person and I definitely need my friends. I really have found it quite difficult just because of the loneliness that you start to feel, and then you start to think, what have I done? Have we made a mistake here? I'm so lonely and I just want to go home and be with my friends and family. But now that we've sort of gotten out a bit, we went to France, which you'll see, it's just made it immediately so much better. I think things are gonna get really great, and I'm so excited to get out and about, to finish setting up our house, to explore all the places that we've come here to explore. That's the whole point of us being here, We were at home, sort of came to this point where we thought, well, we either buy a house and start having kids, or in our early 30s, we go, nope, this is not what we want, and we bail and we come here and do the thing that we have been talking about for years. Eric and I have been married for 5.5 years, and we have wanted to do this for such a long time, and how much it means to the two of us, even when we're feeling dejected and poor and sad and lonely and all the rest of it. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. And I cannot wait to keep making these videos for everybody and to just show you what we've been doing and show you that it's possible to do it. So if you want to do this, you definitely can. And I don't care how old you are. It doesn't matter. You can make this work. Yeah. I'll see you next week, really. And if there's anything that you guys would like to see in our videos, any questions that you'd like to ask us, please feel free to. I would love to start discussing this sort of stuff with anybody who might be wanting to do it and just doesn't know what to do, or is feeling sort of fearful, or just that trepidation of not knowing which I completely understand because I have been living that. I hope you enjoyed all the fun clips and we will see you next time. Bye.